Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have the new EDERSON to review. You guys will see from like me doing reviews on the other accounts, we're going to be trying him out with both the basic chemistry style as well as the glove chemistry style. Guys, I haven't done this in a minute. How do you get the chemistry style for basic on the goalie? I honestly don't even remember how to do that because I haven't done that all year, and I honestly don't remember. I remember doing it one time because I went to the transfer market and I'm like, oh, basic chemistry style, but I think you have to search for the goalie one. I don't know how that works, but anyways, with EDERSON, guys, we're taking a look at someone who is 6'2", left-footed, 1-star skill moves, a 3-star weak foot. You see that we have 15 games played on him, so it was like 4 for like the rival stuff when I was doing like the Mason Mount stuff. Or 5, no, it was 5, and then 10 was like the foot champ stuff. So the way that we're actually going to be trying him out, because these 3 defenders are not ideal to use in a 3-back formation, we're using bad defenders for the way that this team is formatted, so that we can kind of get a little bit more opportunities with EDERSON whenever given the chance. Because we're doing 2 different types of videos. We have the footballers video where we're doing the attacking plays, and then we have EDERSON with the conceding shots, basically. This review is a little bit late because obviously I wanted to watch the Portugal game, so that's why this card is being reviewed a little bit later. But sorry. So with EDERSON, he's like a deuce. So attributes in game, this is how the card is going to be formatted. Let me show you guys the difference between him. EDERSON. Here we go. Okay, so with EDERSON's card, guys, on a basic chemistry style, this is what he's going to look like, right? So you get a diving boost, handling, acceleration, kicking, positioning. He's a lengthy player, which is interesting because if you actually take a look at EDERSON in-game, player traits-wise, he's got traits that are just weird to have, to be fair, but I guess they just, in the code, just gave it to everybody, right? He's got finesse shot, flair, long passer, rushes out of goal, flair passes, comes for crosses, and swerve pass. The more important things, I would say, is obviously going to be the rushes out of goal, comes for crosses type of traits for this card. The other stuff, not so much unless you're doing weird stuff in game. Let's be honest. Like, you're not really going to get a finesse shot with this guy. Flare passes you could technically do if you're kind of like messing around. Swerve passes would be okay, but you don't really use swerve passes that often for goalkeepers as well. But long passer, you definitely could if it's down to the R1 square pass, which is basically that thing that EDERSON does in real life, where he kind of like just really hits the ball with like a driven pass in the air. So that could be very helpful as well, animation choice wise. But that's the only time you get that opportunity is if you get the ball from a corner kick and your player is in an obvious sided position and he can actually get the ball. Otherwise, like, it's all AI to get into those positions, right? But yeah, on the basic, like I said, he'll have this. On the glove, he actually has some different boosts, right? So he's going to have a diving boost, a handling boost, positioning boost, kicking, and reflexes. So the glove kind of makes sense as well, because if you actually take a look at the way that the card is formatted, all of the important stuff is already improved, right? Because he has base card stats as 99 reflexes, all that kind of stuff, right? So yeah, we're going to be taking a look and seeing how the card ends up performing in game. Like I said, we are doing 2 separate videos. One is going to be the footballers, just me trying out a different team, like playing with footballers and foot champs, and then we're going to do this EDERSON review as well. So we're actually doing commentary over the EDERSON to kind of show you what I was doing in certain situations to see if he kind of compensates, and yeah, we'll just see how he performs. Just remember, guys, that when it comes to goalkeeper reviews, all I can do is show you the animation choices, because it's always hard to say which goalkeepers are the best. Usually in FIFA, it's like Van der Sar. Like, Van der Sar is always the consistent ones for a lot of people. But like Courtois and stuff, like, is always 50-50, blah, blah, right? So we're going to see his animation choices in certain situations. Okay, guys, so let's get started with a few opportunities here. This is just an opportunity where my opponent takes a shot, kind of scuffs it wide, so nothing too crazy there with EDERSON. So over here we have a breakaway with Didier Drogba. This is me pulling out my goalkeeper, and you can clearly see how fast he is to actually push out of the net, which is obviously going to be a very important thing to work with, because that's going to involve the trait that he's working with, where he rushes out of the goal while working with the lengthy accelerates, which is obviously very interesting. You know, a couple of nice saves here where one, he gets the ball kind of close from the pass, another one there where that's a low percentage strike, so he does a good job saving that, to be fair. This opportunity right here is not one that I expect him to save. That's just like the basic meta in the game where people just kind of like do the drag back from the driven pass and go from there. We're close over here. That's pushing out the goalkeeper while holding triangle or Y. So when you do that, you actually force different types of animations out of the goalkeeper. So sometimes it's better when you don't even push them, right? A situation like that was weird because he gets that opening space, and I did actually end up using manual goalkeeping, but he did end up scoring the opportunity anyways, which, to be fair, can still happen, right? Another opportunity over here where the guy does like a fake shot, goes into an elastico, shoots the ball, goes into the back of the net. Another situation here from a cross. Ederson also doesn't do anything too crazy there. A lot of these strikes I don't really expect him to save, except for the manual goalkeeping. I really thought he was going to save that one at the very least. This is a regular opportunity. He ends up saving that one as well. So the ones that he's saving so far are lower percentage strikes. We have another opportunity here where he ends up green timing the shot to the bottom left. Don't really expect him to save that opportunity as well. Weird situation because he green timed the shot beforehand, but you know. Another situation here where the ball kind of goes through Smalling, which a perfect example of why you should, you know, obviously try to get players that are as full meta as possible. But you know, he green times the shot to the bottom left, scores the opportunity as well. What do we got here? Okay, so he goes back into the play here. I think he goes for a pass and then a shot across. Yeah, I don't really expect him to do anything there. What you could actually do there in that situation, if you know that he's going to make the pass, is you can double tap triangle to push him out of the net to kind of save that opportunity, right? That opportunity there was him doing the one pass to Weghorst, gets through on goal, goes for the near post. This one here is actually a pretty solid save, to be fair, where he actually goes for the drag back, and Ederson does a really good right-handed save to kind of put it past for a corner kick. So that was actually a pretty solid save. It's still lower percentage because he's kind of facing away from goal. If he was kind of facing towards it and the shot accuracy was a little bit better, then it would have been good. But this is a really good one, actually. That's a solid save for a higher percentage strike, right? He shoots it across goal with power. Ederson ends up saving the opportunity. That's just an overpowered mechanic where he goes for the near post to Weghorst, scores the header, right? So, yeah, a lot of the stuff so far, what I noticed is that his reflexes came off great. That's Team of the Year Mbappe. We push out the goalkeeper. That's his animation for the chip shot there. Team of the Year Mbappe against the Smalling card, you know, it's going to absolutely dust him every single time. I think we have another opportunity here where he does the same thing. No, I think there might be a cross here. Touches the ball. Great save by Ederson on that one. Then there's random deflections here. We end up getting the ball. We go out. So that one was a fantastic save. Weird stuff again with the gameplay. He goes through on goal here to Mbappe. We push out the goalkeeper, let him go back and see if he can actually save the opportunity. But Team of the Year Mbappe hits it to the near post. That's us rushing out the goalkeeper, so it's easier for him to hit the chip shot again. He goes for an opportunity here for finesse. Would have scored it if he green timed it. Definitely wouldn't have gotten to that whenever the opportunity arises. But yeah, so far from the opportunities that you could tell from the card, it's his reflexes come off really nicely in the certain situations that are lower percentage, medium percentage, but the higher percentage ones, like obviously he's going to concede for the most part. Okay guys, so final verdict on the Ederson card. So guys, with goalkeepers in this game, if you know what the high percentage strikes are and what the low percentage strikes are, that's where it kind of makes a difference when it comes to goalkeepers actually being pretty decent. And from the higher percentage strikes, his reflexes part was very noticeable on the card, right? I personally like him on the glove chemistry style. I think it makes a lot of sense to give him because, well, it's glove and it's also basic. It's a combination of the two. I'm going to tell you why, right? Because on a basic chemistry style, you still give him a little bit of extra acceleration, which is nice, right? While giving him boosts in other areas. But because he already has 99 reflexes, the kicking part I don't care about as much in regards to upgrading, right? I feel like it's more important to upgrade the diving, handling, and positioning of the card, considering the fact that he already has the 99 reflexes, right? So, like I said, from the high percentage strikes, most of them went in, right? But from the some opportunities where it's like in between a medium and like a high percentage, like he still actually made some very good saves. Like I said, you could tell from the animation choices that his reflexes part came off really nicely. And then we were obviously testing him out, just like pushing him just holding triangle, holding Y for the chip shots. Obviously, you should not hold it the entire time because it's easier for them to score because your goalkeepers force more of an animation. And then I also kind of tested out some manual goalkeeping in certain situations. I think the only one that truly bothered me from the goals that we conceded is, you know, I've seen some goalkeepers do some crazy reaction saves from that one goal that he scored from the cross with Cruyff. I've seen people, because like I hit it in the middle and goalies still save it. So that one I feel like he probably could have saved, maybe. And then obviously the other one was when the guy hit like a right-footed finesse shot to the left side while I was using manual goalkeeping. He still did a weird animation where it kind of went past his body, where I thought he was gonna actually dive to the left side, considering he actually used it there. Honestly, I like that the player scored because I hate manual goalkeeping with a passion. I think it shouldn't be in this game, but it is what it is. From open play, from goal kicks, corner kicks, free kicks, love it. But from open play, I hate it. But you know, he ends up scoring that opportunity. But like I said, from the 4 or 5 opportunities that you saw where it's like, you know what, it kind of makes sense for this guy to score in this opportunity right now, he did some pretty solid saves. So considering the fact that the SBC is at 65k, I think that it is incredibly good value for what the card offers in game. That's super easy to get, that will give you those chemistry links, which, to be fair, it's a card that you're probably going to use for a pretty good majority of the year, because I don't think he's going to get any sort of cards in the future. I really don't. Like Ederson, I don't think he's been doing like team of the season worthy stuff this year. Maybe he has, I don't know. It's tough to say. So if you don't think he's going to get team of the season, but even still 65k, guys, you can't really go wrong. It's not a hard SBC to get, and he offers some pretty good stuff in game, to be honest. Like the traits that he has is great, because I always use sweeper keeper and comes for crosses, and it works out great for him. So food for thought, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today. I'll catch you guys for next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.